Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Today I have an exciting video I've been really waiting to do, and we finally have it all laid out, how we're going to do it. There were 27 Ultimate Edition reveals at the WWE World by Mattel. There were some Target exclusives, some Mattel creations, some ringside exclusives, but all the figures that were shown off at WWE World, I'm going to be including in this list, in this countdown ranking. I'm going to go 27, my least anticipated, least favorite, all the way down to my number one most anticipated out of the Ultimate Edition releases and reveals. Again, this is just my opinion, so obviously we're going to differ, and I'd like to hear what you guys think about the list below after I'm done with the video. But sit back, grab a drink, let's talk about these Ultimate Editions and see how they fell out for me in my rankings. So starting off at number 27, this figure is an awesome figure. I don't want to not give it its flowers. It's a great figure, but just because it's in that greatest hits line, it's going to be at 27, and they didn't really do too much with it, and I'll explain after why this one's here. But at number 27, Mattel Greatest Hits Series 4 Batista. And this figure, like I said, I love the figure. When it first dropped, I picked up I think 2 or 3 of them. I tried to make some customs, still have one on card. Love the Batista Ultimate Edition, and I know a lot of people missed it, so I'm glad that they're getting this one. The reason it fell at 27 for me was because they did change the trunks on him. They made them blue. And if I missed it, if I was somebody that missed that Ultimate Edition, then I want the original. And I know that might be controversial for some people, but I would want the original re-released. And that's why this one fell at the end. I know that might be weird. You're thinking, it's cool they updated it. They gave him different trunks. They put some silver on his boots. I hear that side of the argument, but for me, again, if I had missed that original release with the white trunks, I would probably want that one re-released in the Greatest Hits line. That's why Batista for me falls at number 27. At number 26, we have Ultimate Edition Series 21, and I know some people are getting these in from ringside. I still haven't gotten them in. That's why they're on this list. I was debating on putting Ultimate Edition 21 on this list or not, but I still haven't gotten them in from Wrestling Collector Shop, and ringside has been delivering them out quicker. So if you got them in, congratulations. I'm very jealous. But Ultimate Edition number 21 comes at number 26 for me. It's Sami Zayn, and the reason why is because I thought they knocked it out of the park with Elite 106 Sami Zayn. I know he was due for an Ultimate Edition, and obviously what better night than him main eventing Mania with Kevin Owens, winning the tag belts last year at WrestleMania 39. I thought it was a perfect pick for his Ultimate Edition, but the head scan was just kind of weird. The screaming head scan, the hair looked a little funny. And again, I did order this figure, so I'm not bashing it at all. I'm pretty much complete on Ultimate Editions, but this one just, I liked 2 out of the 3 head scans. This one was just a little weird for me, and it wasn't super anticipated, so no hate to the figure, but it falls at 26 for me. At number 25 on the countdown, we have Jey Uso Ultimate Edition Series, what was he, 22. I have my notes here, so if I'm looking down, ignore me there, but I have Ultimate Edition Series 22 Jey Uso at number 25. I know Jey Uso is a super popular face right now in the company. I know a lot of people love him. I like his character a lot, love how he gets the crowd going. This one just wasn't what I thought would be his first Ultimate Edition, so again, this is my opinion. I know this was the match that he took on Roman, I believe, at SummerSlam, so really cool attire. But I do think his new look with the blue and the shades, I thought that might have been a better Ultimate Edition to pick. So this one kind of looks a little too similar for me to the Bloodline ringside exclusive one that came out. And again, I know there's major differences in attire, but for me, it just wasn't super needed, I guess you can say. I mean, again, it's a great figure, great attire, but I thought it could have been maybe in the Elite line and not the Ultimate Edition. So for his second Ultimate Edition, being on his own as a face and not in the tag team, it falls at 25 for me. At number 24, we have the Ultimate Edition Monday Night Wars Bret Hart, and this is from Series 1. The reason it fell so far back for me at 24 was mainly because of the head scans. I know that Bret Hart has constantly been talked about in the Mattel line for his head scans and how Mattel doesn't get it right. I think they do a great job with the shades on. All my Brets that I have displayed around the room have his shades on and they look great, but he does always have a little bit of a strange face. It doesn't really look exactly like the picture on the box when you get it, and you always look at it kind of sideways and go, where did they go wrong with this? But you can't get everybody perfect. I am excited for the attire because for me it's a classic Bret the Hitman Hart look, but the figure itself just didn't do enough to differentiate itself from his other releases that we've seen in the Ultimate Edition line, and for that reason he falls at number 24. At number 23, guys, we have right to go along with Sami Zayn in Ultimate Edition 21, his tag team partner from WrestleMania 39, Kevin Owens. And this figure, again, nothing wrong with it. I think the head sculpts look great. I think you can't really mess up KO, and I don't think Mattel did. I think it looks awesome. And it's a great Ultimate for Kevin to get his first one, WrestleMania moment. They already did the Stone Cold match in Elite form, so they kind of missed the window there. But KO deserved an Ultimate. He's been a main eventer for years. He's been a great wrestler for almost, 10 years in the WWE. So he definitely deserved his Ultimate. For me, again, just not that anticipated. I have a couple of his Elites. Didn't really need an Ultimate of his, so he falls at number 23. At number 22, we have Bret Hart's partner in the series of Monday Night Wars Series 1, exclusive to Walmart. It's going to be tough finding them, but we have Roddy Piper. Again, another great figure, have nothing wrong with it, but just wasn't that anticipated for me. I mean, it's a great looking figure, and I know a lot of people are going to be seeking it, but that whole era where he was wearing that icon shirt that's included in the figure just wasn't my Piper. I just didn't really watch that much of him while he was in WCW. So for me, it falls back to number 22. Number 21 on the list, we have the Ultimate Edition Coliseum Collection, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And this one may have been lower behind some of the ones we already mentioned if they hadn't shown him off with that soft goods robe that he comes with at WWE World. The figure looked pretty bland to me with the plain black pants and the black bandana. It just didn't really stand out for me, so I knew it was going to be low on this list, but it worked its way up above some of the others, above KO and maybe Piper, because of that robe. I think it looks awesome. I saw it in person, looks really good, so I am looking forward to this figure. Just falls outside of the top 20 for me. Now to kick us off in the top 20, we have the Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover, voted by us, the fans, Seth Rollins. This one looks great. I have nothing against it at all. Just going to be hard to display with those huge wings, or whatever you want to call them. Feathers, you can say. The outfit looks awesome. The detail is awesome. It's very toyetic, but just not one I'm super pumped to have. I mean, he's going to be in my collection one way or another, but nothing super fancy or special about it to me. That's my opinion, but it does look great, and I saw it in person. It looks phenomenal. Soft goods, detail, it's all there. So Seth falls at number 20. At number 19, we have a render. We don't even have this figure yet in physical form. They didn't have any prototypes when I was there. They just announced the render for this one. It's Ultimate Edition 25 Great Muta. And the reason that this one's on here is mainly because of the accessories that were shown in the render. I don't have an attachment to the Great Muta. I never really grew up watching him, if I'm being honest. So I definitely have to go back and rewatch and get my history right with him so I can appreciate this figure a little bit more. But the reason he was in my top 20 up so high at number 19 was because I've seen images of Great Muta, I've seen clips of his matches, and I know how toyetic he is. So I think they're going to knock this one out of the park. I can't wait to see painted actual prototypes of this figure, and maybe just even colored in renders. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to look great. That's why the Great Muta Series 25 falls in at number 19. At number 18, we have a Prime Rey Mysterio Fan Takeover, voted by us. This Rey, perfect, right up my alley. That Ruthless Timeline Cruiserweight title comes with it. He comes with a soft goods shirt, multiple heads, him holding the mask. This one's awesome. I can't wait for it. I actually still have to pre-order it now that I think about it. But it looks phenomenal. Very pumped to have it. I'm glad that this was the pick. And Rey Mysterio, I mean, you can't go wrong making a Rey Mysterio Ultimate Edition. I think everybody's going to pick it up. Just so toyetic. Pumped to have it. That's where he falls. At number 17, we have to go along with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. His partner in the series is Ted DiBiase. They are a chase. I mean, the figures aren't, but they come with that black card variant that everybody's going to be chasing after. Apparently, it was really hard to get with Anvil and Bret. I only got one of them, so I wasn't really going after the chase. As long as I have the figure loose, I'm complete, so I say. But Ted DiBiase falls in right here because I love the $1 Million Man. I have a good chunk of his figures in the Mattel releases that have come out so far. This one looked great to me in person. I saw all the head sculpts. I think they knocked it out of the park. I think it's the best head sculpts we've gotten for Ted DiBiase yet. I know some people were complaining about how the soft goods jacket looked on him. It looked a little bit big, a little bit baggy. I agree, but I think if you display him without the jacket, it'll look great. So I don't know, it's kind of up to you. You could display him in the ring gear with the $1 Million title. I don't know, there's a lot of ways you can do it, but I'm very pumped for it. So Ted DiBiase right here. Then at number 16, we have Monday Night Wars, exclusive to Walmart, Series 2, Mankind. And this one, I wasn't sure if he was going to even be in the top 20. And I know it sounds crazy because I'm a huge Mick Foley, Mankind fan. But the head sculpts on this one, obviously the masked head sculpts look great. They always knock them out of the park. But if you saw, I'll drop a picture right over here. If you saw the head sculpt without the mask, and you can put the mask back on it, but I did not like the way that one looked. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I saw it in person and I was like, oh man, I hope that's just a rough draft. But I know that figure's supposed to be dropping pretty soon, so I don't know. Maybe they'll fix it, maybe they won't. But either way, he kind of fell further back. I thought he was going to be in the top 10, and then once I saw that head scan, I was like, I don't really know. So he fell to 16 somehow. Love Mick Foley, love Mankind, but that's where he fell. Now, this is going to be a controversial ranking. I have it number 15, the Greatest Hits Series 4, The Rock. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, how could you put him over so many of these new first-in-the-line Ultimate Editions that we're getting? The reason is I am complete on Ultimate Editions minus Eric Bischoff right now. I don't want to buy the ring, and I need Eric Bischoff. I'll figure that out. But I'm missing one, and that one that I'm missing in my collection is this Rock. I thought it was going to be the Target Legends that was coming out. I thought that was going to be the re-release of this version of The Rock with that bull shirt. I had it once in my collection, mint on card, and sold it. I was thinking I didn't need it, and I didn't have the heart to open it, so I ended up selling it mint on card. And now that they're re-releasing it, I'm pumped. I'm definitely going to get it, open it, and make sure I never sell it, so I have them in the collection. It's such an awesome figure, and I'm very glad they're remaking it because I didn't want to pay $200 plus for it. Sorry for those of you that obviously are angry. I understand your anger. I was there many times on some of these releases, but now I've gotten to a point where I'm just enjoying it. We're all collectors, and it's good to see people getting these figures that we were lucky enough to get so many years back. I'm all for it. So that's where The Rock falls, right in the middle of the pack, number 15. At number 14, we have the Target exclusive Legends Vader that they showed off. They showed him actually already painted and sculpted, so I think he'll have to be coming out soon as well. I'm not sure when. I don't know if they set a date. No date, but he does have a chase. So the chase is the one with the red on the singlet, and I'll drop a picture there. And then they have the common version as well, which is the black predominantly shown on the singlet. Vader is very toyetic to me. I love figures that have the mask sculpts, and then they have the removable mask as well. I'm huge on that. So Vader falls in at number 14. Pumped to get him in Ultimate Edition form. He's also a huge dude, a huge wrestler. So I think that's going to be really cool to see how that weighs out compared to some of the others that we already got released. But Vader, great looking figure. Very pumped to have him. Awesome. Another Target exclusive Legends Ultimate fallen in at number 13. And this is just my preference because of the era the figure is. It's that late 2000s, probably 2008 Undertaker. This one looks awesome to me. I know that they kept that same head sculpt from his first Ultimate with the tongue out. It is what it is. I mean, I think they knocked it out of the park with that head sculpt, so I'm not mad about it. But this, like I said, him as World Heavyweight Champion, fighting Edge, fighting the Big Show on SmackDown. That's right in my window where I was really loving wrestling growing up. So I'm all for it. Had to put him high on the list, Undertaker. At number 12, we have Monday Night Wars Series 2. Walmart exclusive, Eddie Guerrero. This one looks awesome. It's very toyetic, really popular attire that he wore with those gold pants, the long hair. He's got that mullet type look going on with the Cruiserweight Championship. I think this one's going to be really hard to get my hands on. I don't know how I'm going to find it. Walmart always kills me when I'm looking for figures. So I'm going to have to really hunt down and talk to people in the Fig Cave Facebook group, try to make out a trade or something for this Eddie. But it's a great looking figure. I'm very excited to have it. Not quite top 10, but I'm pumped to get it in hand. At 11, you know I had to put him up high. Ultimate Edition 21, Cody Rhodes, the new champ. I'm pumped to have this one. I'm a huge Cody Rhodes collector. I'm pretty sure I have every single one of his Mattel Elites and Ultimate Edition so far, at least ordered. This one looks great. I'm super pumped about it. I know there were some things, some flaws that I didn't like. The back of the jacket, I thought they could have made it really cool with those soft goods feathers that he wore down the entrance ramp. I know he didn't wear that past the entrance ramp. Right when he got to the bottom, he took it off. But I was really hoping that was included. Can't get everything you want, obviously, but the figure looks great. The new body mold looks great. Everything about it, I think they knocked it out of the park. Maybe we get some new Cody head sculpts soon, but honestly, they're all good. They're all good head sculpts, so I don't really see them needing to change them. But you know me, Cody Rhodes fan, had to put him up here. Cody Rhodes. We have made it into the top 10, guys. This has been quite a journey. Very hard to make this list too, because I'm a huge Ultimate Edition collector, and all of them look great, but it was hard to make this list. So Ultimate Edition coming in at number 10, the Target Legends Yokozuna. This one does have a chase as well. Not too much of a difference. I think it's just the piece that goes over his pants is a different color. One's white and one's black. Can't remember which one's a chase at the moment, but he falls in at number 10. It's a huge figure. Like I said, I'm always interested to see how heavy the box is going to be when I get it in, and just compare his size to some of the smaller Ultimates like Rey Mysterio. It's going to be a good time. So pumped to have it, and it looks great. That's number 10. At number 9, guys, we have Ultimate Edition Series 22, Gunther. This guy looks awesome. His Elite was awesome when they first released it. I think it was 101 or 102. I'm not sure. But he was very deserving of an Ultimate Edition for that reign that he had as IC champion. And I hope he comes with an Intercontinental Championship. I didn't see it. I didn't see it as a part of his accessories. So hopefully we get it. I guess we'll see. But he definitely had to be in my top 10. I was very much anticipating a Gunther Ultimate. And it looks great. All the head sculpts look awesome. Really not a super toyetic guy, but very deserving, like I said. So pumped to have him. At number 8, we have another Ultimate Edition render from 25, Damian Priest, Senior Money in the Bank, who just cashed it in. I think this figure is going to be super toyetic. I think hopefully they have that purple briefcase for him, that custom briefcase. That would be awesome. The whole thing looks great. He comes with multiple head scans. He's got the long braids, the new Judgment Day attire. I think they knocked it out of the park. Again, it's just a render, so for it to be this high, I know is kind of crazy, but I have high expectations for the figure. I think they're going to knock it out of the park. Mattel always does, so I'm hoping it looks great. Send your money in the bank. At number 7, we have Ultimate Edition Series 23, which is a stacked lineup. Rey Mysterio tribute outfit that he fought Dominik in at last year's Wrestlemania, I think 39. He had that Great Muta looking kind of mask. I don't know. It was a tribute, I think, to Great Muta. He was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, and Rey's mask was really interesting looking. And I did think immediately this is going to be an awesome figure, and they did it finally in the Ultimate Edition line. It's going to look great. I'm super pumped for it. Rey Mysterio, like I said, can't go wrong making Ultimates of him. I think everybody's going to want it. So they knocked it out of the park with the render, and I saw the sculpt that they had there, whatever, the prototype, unpainted. Looked great, and I'm really excited to have it. At number 6, keeping Ultimate Edition Series 23 going, we have LA Knight. Highly anticipated. I mean, guy's a fan favorite. I know some people might think it's kind of plain, but they did show off his prototype. He comes with a soft goods shirt, comes with a vest, the glasses, 3 head scans, multiple pairs of hands. I don't know what to say. He looks awesome, and I'm an LA Knight fan, so yeah. And rounding off Ultimate Edition Series 23, at number 5, in our top 5, Dominik Mysterio, the prison Dom, coming out in Rey Mysterio's mask. This was needed, and Dominik is very popular right now, despite all the boos and craziness of the reaction that he gets when he comes out. Very popular, so him being in the Ultimate Edition line, they hit the nail on the head. This was the perfect attire too. Couldn't go wrong here. His match against his dad, I think it's going to be very sought after when it hits the market. Had to be in my top 5, Dominik Mysterio. At number 4, we have the long-awaited Bray Wyatt Series 24. So at number 4, Series 24. Bray Wyatt from his last pay-per-view match, I want to say it was. Obviously, rest in peace to the legend. But it was against LA Knight in that weird Mountain Dew match. I wasn't a huge fan of the match, but the attire is awesome. It comes with 3 different head sculpts. He's got different sets of arms, so you can have him looking like he's kind of glowing. It looks awesome. I'm a huge fan of Bray's figures, have all the Ultimates, obviously. And I know a lot of people were kind of upset when this one got taken off and Mattel kind of had to pump the brakes on releasing it. So I think that a lot of people are going to be pumped to have it, and I'm really glad that they were able to work something out where they got it out for us, the fans and collectors. It's going to be great. Pumped to have it. Now, if you've stuck around this long, I got to say thank you, because it has been quite a journey. 27 figures to talk about, and I've been trying to keep them all under like 40 seconds for each figure that I talked about, so thank you if you've made it this far. We have made it to the top 3, and who better than one of my all-time favorite wrestlers at number 3, Ultimate Edition Series 22, John Cena. Now this one looked great. You know I'm a huge Cena fan. If you've been watching the channel, I have a whole Cena collection. Not huge, like some people have every single Cena ever made. Mine isn't that big. I do have a lot of his Mattel stuff, but I'm still working, still chipping away. So I had to put him up high, and I'm genuinely just really pumped for this figure. I think it's the first time we've gotten a towel of his in soft goods form where he can actually hold it out in front of him. Thought that was an awesome addition to a figure for him. And the whole blue really pops. I mean, he's been rocking that lately for the last year or so, maybe a little bit more by now. So definitely pumped to have Cena in the line. I know they've made a lot of him, but me being a Cena fan, I'm always anticipating another Cena Ultimate. At number 2, again, might be controversial because there are 2 figures in this set at number 2, and I know I maybe should have done them differently because I did the Coliseum collection split up, but this is literally a pack that's going to be shipped. Yeah, so is the Coliseum. It is what it is. NWO, they fall together at number 2. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, the ringside exclusive. I'm super pumped for this one, and I don't really have any other words for it. NWO just make for toyetic figures, and these ones come with the tag belts. I know the Outsiders look of Kevin Nash, Elite 16. I've wanted that one for years, never pulled the trigger. It's always been over $200 mint on card, so thankfully I kind of waited on it, and now we get it in Ultimate Edition form. Obviously head scan's a little different. Who cares? I'm pumped we have it. We've been waiting for Outsiders Ultimates, so We finally got them. Collectors can rejoice, and I'm very pumped they fall at number 2. And at number 1, we have made it, guys, finally. Whew, it's been a journey. But at number 1, if you don't already know, we have the Legends Target exclusive, Dusty Rhodes. This thing looks phenomenal. I saw the prototype in hand at WWE World. It looked great there. Then I got home and saw that they had released the digital renders painted, and it looks sick. I'm pumped that they're making it. I know they've been doing the chases too at Target. They did Yokozuna. I think the Vader had a chase. I'm not sure if the Undertaker Legends is going to have a chase, but maybe they'll do a chase Dusty. I don't know how they would do it with that polka dot outfit. Maybe they do one that has the black with the yellow polka dots, and they do the yellow with the black polka dots as a chase. I don't know. It is an option. Maybe they can go that route. But for me, Dusty is super anticipated. I think it was a great fit for the Ultimate Legends line, and I think they're going to knock it out of the park. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Probably a super long video. I've kind of been pumping out long videos. Hopefully you're enjoying them. I'm just having a good time talking to you guys over here on YouTube, chatting it up in the comment section. I'm all for it. So hopefully you're enjoying the content. Let me know what else you guys want to see. I have some other stuff planned ahead, some more rankings, some of my top 10s of certain guys that I collect. A lot of good, fun stuff coming up that I think is going to be super interesting and super fun to film. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Like I said, I do appreciate you being here. If you stuck around all the way until the end, hopefully you are a subscriber. If you're not, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Like this video and leave a comment. Let me know what you're liking about the channel, even what you're not liking about the channel. Maybe I'll work on it, see what I can do to help you guys enjoy the content more. But thank you for being here as always. God bless. Take care. We'll see you soon.